The following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-minute warning.
What's going on, AG? How you living today, brother?
I'm good, man. I gotta toot my own horn right now.
Uh-oh.
I listened to I got to. That's how the show starts. I listened to the intro.
Yeah,
Intro was fire.
it is.
I ain't mad at me for that. I'm
You
not mad
shouldn't
at me
be.
for that.
Never.
That is heat. It's I be popping all. I said, "Oh, Negro, you did that. What?
I
What?"
say that every time I hear it.
Oh, I appreciate
Ah,
that. That's
no
a good
problem,
one.
man.
It's gonna be hard to top when I got to change it.
Yeah, it's going to be a minute for that, though. But we'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll see.
Well, welcome to the 5-minute warning. My name is Ruben, of course. Thank you for joining us again tonight. So, just to give you the odds and ends, do a little housekeeping. Please, 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 thank you for listening on the live show on Sundays. However, the podcast drops usually on Thursdays. Please listen to that. Please tell somebody. Please like, share. And you know what? You can go ahead and throw a comment up there as well. We just like to hear from the people. And a cool thing's happening in our first show of May. I hope I can break that information in a couple weeks. We're working on some things because, you know, what we do here is always motivate and try to do better. So, with that being said, thank you to a new episode of the 5-minute warning. Of course, as always, I'm Ruben. That's AG in the house.
What's happening, y'all? How you doing? And
Good.
hello to Black Morticia Adams up here early. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
wow.
girl. What's up?
What's
Upside
up?
down smiley face.
I know, right? That means you're a little crazy today. That's scary for y'all.
As
I mean,
long as
thanks
you're
for letting
happy.
us. Thanks for letting us know early. You know, but you know, Mo B's not here right now. Mo B is going through some things. I saw him yesterday. Things are good. We miss him. We hope he gets better soon. But you know, at least at this point in time, he's not here. That doesn't mean he's not gonna pop up. That just means we not here. If he pops up, it will be the most expensive show we've ever done because he'll be doing it from a hospital bed. Not that he's laid up. It's just that's where he's at. So
Hey, the franchise can play hurt, y'all.
I
Just
mean,
saying.
all day.
Just saying.
But I mean, you know, AG, it's crazy out here. You know, had a good week. I'm glad you living right. You know, but here's the thing, man. I just watched King Richard.
What'd you think? I hadn't seen it yet.
I saw like the last hour.
Okay.
It's kind of dope. I'm a fan.
Okay. That's
Which
what I kept hearing. I heard it was really, really good.
which even more pisses me off
Yeah.
that fool slapped him on the Oscars. Now I'm just mad at him.
But
But
I mean, at some level, we can still separate the artist from the art. We can still do that.
you know what? Here's the thing, though, man. You're right. We can. However, my thing is on possibly one of the greatest nights of his life, he got entangled by his dumbass wife and did some dumb shit.
Well, let's not give her all the credit because he chose to respond based on what she was doing. He
Correct.
didn't have to do any of that. He could have just sat there and been like, it was a joke, whatever.
And then her
Or
punk
he could have
ass.
handled it the right way and caught Chris Rock after the show and said, look, man, come on now.
Yeah.
Real player?
And did you hear what she said after the fact?
Well, she
Oh,
said a lot of things. What
I
are
wish
you talking
I wish she hadn't done that. That's what you wanted him to do. You wanted him to bring out his inner
I know.
Tupac.
But she doesn't want to be the bad guy in this.
Well, guess what? It's too late for that.
Yeah, we already know that. But she's feeling that heat.
And
She's
I
feeling that
mean,
heat.
and you know what? I don't even feel bad, man, because August Alsina's coming back with a video that talks about I guess his music videos gonna have some. The dude's come out new music. I mean, in a new video about the whole thing. Yo, this dude is the biggest punk ass ever. But you know what? I'm here for that right now.
Well, my thing is, no one's talking to Jaden about how he feels about his good friend boning his mom.
Cause Jaden's stupid.
Oh, okay. That clears that up.
I mean,
I didn't think he was stupid. I'm just saying
man,
I have some
bro,
feelings.
I don't care who you are. I don't care if our parents are together, divorced, or whatever. What ain't about to happen is you decide that you want to do some things with my parental mother and us still being cool. Those don't come. Those aren't together
No,
by any means.
no.
Like if you decide to go down this pathway, we ain't cool no more. Cause I
Understood.
mean, like what, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's. I mean, what part of the game is that?
Well, I mean, surprisingly, it happens a lot, but I'm just saying.
And you know what? That's on them. But you know who cares? I mean, when it's all said and done, that's just a hot mess. Anyway, that whole thing is a hot mess. All of it is a hot mess.
They've been a hot mess for a minute. We're just seeing it all.
He just needs to leave. Just roll out, man. But he's gonna stay together because the black family got to stay together. Sometimes they don't, but they need to.
Oh boy.
Whatever.
Okay.
Well, I'm done with that. But yeah, man, it's been a quiet week and all that beautiful stuff, which goes into the question of the day. Man, the question of the day. We've had a question like this before, but we haven't had this question because I wanted to be a little bit more specific with it. And those who out there who are listening, feel free to put your answers in the chat. So, once again, question of the day. If you could change one thing in the world, what would it be? Once again, if you could change one thing in the world, what would it be? What do you got, AG?
When I read it, it was hard. And then about 10 seconds later, it got really easy. It did not last long. I was like, one thing, man, you can't. And then the light bulb went off. If I could change one thing in the world, it would be Adam making better decisions in the Garden of Eden. Hands down. Because that fixes everything. Because that was the one thing that makes everything else so bad. Now, again, if you're an atheist or whatever, you're not going to rock with my answer. And that's okay. Because, see, you can be anything you want to be. However, I'm answering this question.
You sound like
F
a Nas
y'all.
video, man. You sound like that Nas song.
I don't care.
I know I can
Mhm.
be what I want to be.
Anyway, whatever.
So,
I mean, I think my answer is Illmatic if that's what we're doing. So
wow.
I just feel like if Adam says, God, come get this heifer because she crazy, we good.
Ooh. I mean,
we good.
I probably would have had this is not mine, but along that, I probably would have had a conversation with the man before you took my rib. What you about to do with this, man?
Well, the rib was good because we needed some company. Because God is infinite wisdom, he understood that. However, what he didn't understand was she was going to do something crazy. And he knew that too, but he was just testing.
So, you know what? I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to leave that alone.
Why not?
So, question.
You need to fix this,
man.
So
question. All right, here it is then.
Okay.
You want to hear it? Here it is.
Yes, I want to hear it.
So, do you think the rib was tainted?
No. I think everything was what it was. God wanted to know, do you love me enough to behave and be obedient and do exactly what I told you not, or do exactly what I commanded you to do, which is not eat from that tree. The one tree. They had millions of trees, bro.
I agree.
And she chose to listen to that doggone snake and think everything was better if you only did this, because man ain't nothing, and that snake is smarter, and this is what we got to do.
Ooh.
And then Adam comes along and says, okay, and eats it, knowing that God told him the very same thing. He told them together, okay? And he chose to eat it anyway, and that's on us, because no one asked you to buy your fiance.
No, that's on him. And unfortunately, it affects
us. I mean, men.
It reflects us. Yeah.
And so no one asked you to buy your fiance a $50,000 ring when you make $50,000 a year. No one asked you to do that. However, that pretend pressure and all those things that we actually feel, that get us to make poor decisions? Adam did it first.
Well, all
Now,
right.
it's a two-way thing. She could have said what she said, and Adam said, I got to go. But he chose to stay, and he ate that apple too.
So it's our fault.
Essentially, because we made the choice. We made the ultimate choice, and we are ultimately responsible. So, it's up to 12 months out. Yes. Hey, it's Mo B. Since the beginning of time, we've been trying to get to just be quiet. Oh, I wish he was here to say that.
Yeah. Well, clearly neither one of those happened. And Moco Cowboy, as far as I know, I mean, you could ask the married dude, but I heard it was 3 months, 12 months salary for a ring. I don't think we get married. I mean, common law, baby.
You would be amazed.
Yeah, but I ain't rolling that deep.
Stop.
I'm not.
Stop.
Man,
it doesn't matter how many zeros. It's always more than you can actually afford.
So maybe 2 zeros is enough with a 1 in front of it.
Yeah, maybe you'll be okay.
Hey man, hey
you're
look,
cute. You're so cute. Can I keep you?
Nah, man. It's like you want a house. You want a house, or you want a ring. That's what it is.
Yeah, they get both, pal. Just
Some
saying.
get both. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
Hey, it all depends.
Okay.
So, all right. Now, of course, Moby's laughing at me because that's what I do. So the one thing I would change is that those who know me know that I am vehemently against the welfare program in the state that it's in. I wish it was better, and I wish it actually, did what it was supposed to do, which is to, get us back on our feet, so then we can be, on our own feet. So, my thing would be to fix the welfare system so it does what it's supposed to do, which would also help cure the homeless. Because I think one of the biggest problems of the welfare system is too much red tape. And on April 16th, Virginia is actually giving out more food stamps, EBT assistance, whatever, for food, which I think is awesome, But the question is that automatic, or, how does that work? That I don't know. But here's the thing, like, I just believe that if you at a certain financial state and you can prove that you are, you should be able to walk into the health department, prove that, and poof, here's your EBT card. Because nobody should ever go hungry. Ever, ever, ever. And I think that's one of the biggest problems that we have in our country is we're not taking care of people properly. Now, some people say, well, we are taking care of because the welfare system does that. Does it really? I mean, it affects some people, but it doesn't take care of people properly. So, like, I'll use myself as an example. If somehow I lost my job due to whatever, I feel like that I should be able to go into the health department, fill out the forms I need to fill out, yada, 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 and then I should be able to leave with something in EBT. I'm not saying you should get like $1,000 right there, but at least something until the paperwork is finished, something like that. Because I don't think I just don't think it's fair. And our system, and we pay all these taxes and all this other stuff for all these other people to quote unquote lead us and protect us, and they're doing a whole bunch of none of that. So, I just think the red tape and the paperwork, it could be better. We could smooth some of that out. That's all I would say on that. And I thought hard about it too. I mean, it's just like, well, I don't want world peace. Really, world peace? How you gonna start that? Yeah. So awesome. So, like I said, unfortunately, Mo B's not here today, and we're gonna get into some crazy world. However, this crazy world I could not turn down. I couldn't turn it down. Um, it happens in Florida. I couldn't turn it down. I wanted to. I saw a couple other things, but when it's all said and done, when I put them all together, this one won the day. It just won the day. So, Marion County, Florida. You know, if Moby was here, he would say, "Protect our borders."
Because U.S. stops at Georgia.
Thank you. All right. So, a Marion County teen killed by friend as they took turns shooting at each other.
What?
That's right.
Wait a minute. Was it a duel?
No, they took turns shooting at each other because they were wearing a vest of body armor. So I guess they wanted to see if the body armor worked.
So they felt like they had to put it on to figure this out?
Yes. Look, man.
I what?
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's all I can say. You see all the laws that they approved down in Florida, and does it really shock you? Hey, man, let's see if this body armor works. All right, put it on. I'm going to shoot you and see if it goes through.
So you just didn't want to wrap it around something and see.
Face plant. I mean, that's all I got. Face palm. I mean, so around 7:08 on a Sunday, which was last Sunday. It was published last Sunday. Actually, it was published on the 8th, but I guess happened last Sunday. They received a call, blah, blah, blah. Police said the victim was wearing a vest which contains a form of body armor.
A form?
A form of body armor. So, hold on, player. Like, this won't even like Kevlar. They just said a form. This could have been scrunched up cans inside some leather.
So, wait a minute. Black Morticia said not to mention he lied and said his house got shot up. What? Man, what are you talking about right now?
Yes,
you know what? We need Moby for this.
They misled officials with inaccurate information, and that was one of the things they said.
Oh,
so,
my goodness.
He died because I guess it went through the body armor.
You think?
I mean, why not put it somewhere?
We got to keep these borders safe. Got to keep them.
Oh, Moby is still here. Moby is still here.
Yes, he is. The franchise.
But yeah, so the juvenile and who's involved in the shooting will be charged with aggravated manslaughter of a child because they're both under 18 with a firearm.
So what is he going to go to juvie and then what? How do you what in the?
Nah, they're probably aggravated manslaughter. They'll probably try him as an adult.
Black Morticia Adams, a couch cushion and some rope. I hate to laugh because somebody died. But what I'm saying is, what leads you to? I mean, what leads you to this though?
Here's a great part. There were 3 people.
Oh, it just wasn't 2.
But at least the one who lied and told him that the house got shot up, they weren't wearing the body armor. Now I don't know if they did a ring around the rosy and somebody had it and somebody shot and that dude just got unlucky. But yeah, man, that's just so. The boy who misled police was arrested for providing false information to law enforcement. Both will be tried as adults.
Oh, it's some jail time then.
I mean,
once they say tried as an adult, you already know.
And I mean,
you already know.
There are a couple other things like I looked at. Like there was a teacher who was suing a 10-year-old kid for some racial relations. Basically, teacher was black. The 10th grader was white, and every time he went to the door, it was a banana in the front door of his class.
So wait a minute, the teacher's suing the kid for this?
Yeah, possibly.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, basically, he's like, "Yo, we can't just stand here and just allow people to be racist in public." I ain't mad at him. I mean, he hasn't made a decision yet. Because basically what happened was, I guess he was every time he come in the morning, there was a banana.
Oh, you mean the kid was white?
Yeah, the kid was
Okay,
white.
now I understand it. But how
Yeah,
do you sue a 10-year-old, bro?
you sue their parents.
Okay.
I mean,
Is the
so
school gonna get behind this, or is he kind of got to come out of his own
I
pocket?
mean, he's got to come out of his own pocket, I believe. Because basically what happened was he he's getting these bananas at his front door, so he obviously complained to the school system, and of course there are cameras at the high schools, so they
Oh, so
found
they
out
saw
which
the
kid
kid
did it.
hanging it up.
Oh no, he put it on the ground right in front of it, right in front of the door, so you can't you have to do it. So he would get to school every morning before the teacher to put this banana in front of his door. Doing too much.
Wow.
So they suspended the kid for 2 days. The parents
That's it?
were when they first heard that his parents were like, "Oh my god!" But then when they said, "Yeah, we suspended him for 2 days," they're like, "What? Can't believe that for a prank." Yeah, it's like, "Oh, that's what we're doing."
Yeah, man. You didn't see that coming.
So, so yeah, he's thinking about suing the kid, in which in turn, because the kid is juvenile, you would sue their parents.
Well, sue him for everything you got, because it's gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah,
At least he's got proof. Is the school gonna let him use the camera footage? At least?
I mean, I would assume he's got proof because the kid got suspended.
Yeah, it's documented. Sure
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
So, and they
That's
would just
crazy.
subpoena that if they needed to. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I had a couple of things to choose from. But the thing, I mean, come on, man. Kids shooting themselves with a gun with body armor on. I
And the
can't
more I
pass
think
that up.
but the more I think about it, are we really surprised?
In Florida, no.
I
But
mean,
in life, not really. But, you know, most people don't accidentally try to kill somebody.
well, it is Florida, man. This is the Republic of Florida. Come
I
on.
mean, yeah. I'm just saying, if that happened in Milwaukee or something, I probably would have been like, it's just some dumbass kids. But the fact it was in Florida, just a dumbass continent.
I can't even. I can't even. I
I
just
mean,
can't.
so yeah.
I just can't.
So yeah. So we did a crazy world with a side of, um, you know,
Racism, which is like every
yeah,
week.
yeah. So
Is it really a side if you do it every week? Isn't that the main
I mean,
course?
kind of, sort of.
No, it's not.
Well, last week it wasn't about racism. Last week about stupid black people. So,
Well,
aka Will Smith. So, you know,
you would. Oh, that's what I wanted to say about that. I never got a chance to say. If Chris Rock was white, he would have got slapped. Just saying.
nah,
No way in the world he's slapping a white
no,
dude.
nah,
No way. No
not
way.
in the Oscars. Not on.
No,
Nah, definitely
not
not.
anywhere.
Yeah. Like I said, that dude's a punk bitch. So, all right, Rise and Shine, my brother. What you got for us today?
Well, what I got today is Whistling Dixie. Like reading, inspecting the past is fundamental. Going back and understanding race relations can and will help you understand the plight of some situations that can blind. Music, which I love, everybody knows that, is one of those things that help me understand just how commonplace racial issues are and were. It was so common that the subject came up in songs, nursery rhymes, and the like constantly. And the first one is the Star Spangled Banner. And it's so ironic because it's like, Colin Kaepernick, everything that went down. We sing it with at least the first verse on every sporting event or every big event. Black people have sang this before. But there's a third verse. Maybe you knew there was a third verse. Maybe you didn't know there was a third verse because we only sang one. The second verse is okay. But the third one, it's racist. It's just racist. Now, the first thing, you have to understand is Francis Scott Key was a very good lawyer, big time lawyer. And what else he was a slaveholder. Well, so everybody knows the story. He's on the ship looking at this battle happen in the Battle of 1812. And he's writing this. He's inspired to write this. Well, the third verse, one of the lines is, "No refuge could save the hireling and the slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave, and the Star-Spangled Banner and the triumph doth wave." So what he's saying there is, you chose to betray the United States by siding with the British So you going down for that.
Yep.
Nothing you do is going to help you escape that karma. Now, let's put this in perspective. Home of the brave. Now, I'm going to talk about this again. Home of the brave, land of the free and home of the brave. Well, we're slaves. The British offered us a better deal than you ever were going to offer us, even though we know they was lying too. So you mad that we sided with the British, even though we don't matter to you other than being a slave. Okay. Now let's talk about the land of the free and the home of the brave, which ends every verse. So we know that very, very well. And I think the country we are now, it means something else. But just rock with me a little bit. And this will kind of sum it up for me as far as why this song is so, and I'll have to use it. I hate using it, but I have to use it complicated. Land of the free, ain't no black people free. We weren't going to be free for another 40 years or 50 something years at least. Hadn't been free to that point, thanks to the Portuguese, which that's a whole nother segment. We were slaves, gonna be slaves, had been slaves. So you already letting us know that this country doesn't belong to us just by saying the land of the free. And if it's the land of the free and we're not free, we're not part of this country. We're not going to be part of this country if you can help it. So that's the first song. The second one is a nursery rhyme or something we just do as kids. It's called Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Everybody's heard it. Everybody says it. And if you're my age or a little older and younger, you say tiger. Okay. Now,
yep.
When you was with your white friends in his neighborhood and y'all playing that, everybody, well, I ain't gonna say that everybody. Some people had the experience where one of the people that were there that you didn't know said catch the nigger instead of tiger. And you was like, what? That can't be real. Maybe there was a fight. Maybe it wasn't, whatever it was, but you were affected. Here's the thing. It was real. It is real. That was the original word. Sometimes it was darky. Most of the time it was nigga. That's the truth.
With an ER though.
Yes. Forgive my lazy enunciation.
Yeah.
Yes. Nigga.
They didn't have the A back in the day.
No. White folks were not lazy about that word. There was no Southern drawl in that. Just saying. So that's something else that's commonplace. We grew up with it. Everybody does. But it had a different meaning then. And the last one is much more contemporary. I feel bad because for a long time I didn't know what they were saying because between the vocals and the guitar arrangement, it's really hard to make out. But the Rolling Stones song, Brown Sugar, catchy song, great tune. One of the Rolling Stones more, well, now it's infamous, but one of their more popular songs. Well, the caveat here is Mick Jagger was inspired to write this song while he was dating a black woman, and she was fine too. She was I think she was the face of Black is Beautiful. The name was Marsha Hunt, and so he penned this song inspired by her. And I'll give you the first verse: Gold Coast slave ship bound for cotton fields, sold in the market down in New Orleans. Skydog slaver know he's doing all right. Hear him whip that woman just around midnight. Come on, y'all. You were inspired by your black girlfriend to write that racist shit? Wow. So again, as always, there's a lot to unpack here, and I don't have enough time to get into that kind of truth, but hopefully you'll Google it. So that's the Rise and Shine. Peace, y'all.
All right. And we have a new person joining the crew, Mo B.
Hey, it's Mo B in the hospital. What's up, player?
The most expensive show we've ever done.
For real.
I mean, I can't take one night off without you trying to steal my segment, man. I can't get one night off, man.
I'm saying, like,
But see,
Hey
you
man,
cho-
it was
you
an
chose.
honor of you.
But see, you the one chose to dial it up, man. You could have took the night off. What happened?
I'm just saying, like, yo, you just gonna do the international stores without me? Like, you trying to Chris Cuomo me, man? You about to just
Wow.
Bro.
Wow.
Like I said, man, I had no choice. Of the ones I had an option to do, that was by far the best option. And it just so happens it was in that country. So I figured,
bro, we could have done that next week.
nah, man, I couldn't wait. I tried.
Ain't no time restrictions on stupid.
That's very true. That's very true. But
Ain't
once
no
again, man,
time
I'm telling
restrictions
you,
on stupid.
I found like 5 different things, but nothing could hold up to that. That was just great. And I
Man,
mean,
that was just Tuesday in Florida. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
that's why I know. That's why I know it won't be like a great one, but it was from what I had.
Man,
That was the greatest.
let's
I'm
see
just
if
saying,
this Kevlar.
I mean, look right now.
your segment is called Crazy World, and in this big ass world, you had to go to the one place that I focus on, Florida.
That was the craziest thing in the world last week.
You could have went. No, it wasn't. You could have went to all these other different countries. You could at least went to a different continent. Like, no. You want to go to the Republic of Florida and go straight for just like a random. Like, that's not even that extraordinary of a Florida story. Like,
I know.
when you hear
That's
that
why I
story and
figured you
somebody
wouldn't be mad at it.
look, man, if you're gonna do it right, do it big. Like, don't.
We did do it big. We said the saying and everything. I'm sorry I can't do it like you, man.
No, it's not. It's not about that, man. Like, look, we leave the baby hate to you. Leave the international stories to me, man.
But you know, like I said, man, I did it in honor of you because I wasn't sure if you're gonna be up here and stuff like that. And we want to wish you well. And it was for you, man. It was for you. It was for you.
You know what?
You just created a whole bunch of work for AG now because I'm on these headsets and I know my volume probably sounds awful.
We'll get it right. We'll get it right.
You'll be all right. Hey, man, you know, I'm just glad that you're here. Even though
Yo,
it
man,
must
when
be
I
real
listened,
cold in that hospital.
I listened to last week's show, and it was hilarious when you said "F them kids," talking about Ruben. That was funny.
I mean, because that's what Ruben pretty much said. F them kids.
Yo, man, hey Ruben, you ever got grilled?
I could just picture Frozen, somebody singing, "Do you want to build a snowman?" and then Ruben just busting in, kicking Olaf apart, and being like, "Man, fuck these kids."
I don't really have a comeback from that because
it's a goddamn summer. Why we got snowman out here?
I mean, yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know. So I mean, you know, it's all good.
Hey, Ruben, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Have you ever gotten grilled from the hospital bed?
No, this is first. Oh, Kaviako, that's dirty. Moby coming in like Paul Pierce in a wheelchair.
I mean, I'm just saying, but I didn't take a shit on myself like he did. So
wow,
that's the worst, man.
I actually do have a lower body injury. I didn't just crap on myself and get embarrassed.
That's jacked. How's your foot anyway? How'd it go? Did it go well?
I mean, you know, I'm gonna get you suck at me. You know, my damn big toes all swollen, looking like Jim Brown out this bitch.
Wow.
Man.
Black Morticia Adams sending those prayers. And then she said, them kids singing, "We don't talk about Ruben." No.
What does Kabiako 25, what does strong R mean?
Oh, when he said the nigger word? With a strong R.
Oh, yeah, with the strong R.
Yeah, the capital joint. Like that's a whole what are those things called? Damn it. I don't remember the name of it now. That's a whole like syllable by itself.
Yeah, they don't say tiggers, they say tigger. That's what them tiggers do best.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah. Nah, man. Nah, that Paul Pierce thing hurts my heart, man. That was against the Lakers, and that was the biggest piece of bullshit ever. So, yeah, Superman my ass. Willis Reed ass punk bitch. I hate that guy. Sorry,
If you've got hate in your heart, let it out.
I just did. I just did. So
See,
Moby,
go back to doing your segments and leave international news for the people who have a love and compassion for our borders. Like I don't do these Florida takes out of hate. I do it out of compassion for the rest of the country. I'm trying to keep the border safe. I'm doing my part every day to ensure that people out there know U.S. stops at Georgia.
I love how you framed that. That was good.
We got Moby.
Hate. It's just passion for the rest of the country.
Yeah.
We got Moby down there from the hospital.
And if you're from Florida, I mean, you know harm, but you know you from Florida.
That's real.
That's real. You from Florida?
I know people who live in Florida, and they're just like, they just shake their head at it, man. It's like, ain't nothing we can do about it.
I'm not saying that something's wrong with you because you're from. Yeah, I'm not saying there's something wrong with you because you're from Florida. Just realize that I'm going to treat you like an illegal immigrant because you are.
I mean, they got that passport.
Until you come up here and prove an intellectual capacity to have citizenship in the rest of the country, you are a foreigner.
Hilarious. So, Moby, since you here, question: would you like to chime in on the question of the day?
You gonna put the man to work?
What's the question of the day?
Put him to work.
If you could change,
I mean, I did just as much research as I do for any other show.
I mean, I know. So, so if you could change one thing in the world, what would it be? Oh God,
Florida. I'm just saying. If we just eliminated all of the dumbass stories that come out of Florida, how much better would our country look on a global scale? Just eliminating one state.
The problem is that would be so much genocide, and then we'd lose like 3 of the fun things in the country.
Hold on. I didn't necessarily. I'm not trying to Thanos them. I'm not trying to snap them and make them not exist. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying let's just give them to the Bahamas. Let's just say, hey, you're a separate country down there. Let Cuba borrow you on the weekends.
But I hear like people like going to the Bahamas, so give them to Cuba. Nobody likes going to Cuba.
I'm saying if you make them their own country, we can still go visit. Like we go visit Jamaica. We go. Everybody love their Jamaica stories. Like you have some cool ass Florida stories, and just keep that Florida shit in Florida.
All right.
Make sure customs don't let you bring nothing back in, like Florida.
Wow.
Don't bring any of that Florida back.
What about a crate of oranges? No.
We got California.
I'm about to say we can get oranges from other places.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, I guess the question is, man. I mean, do you? I know you've been doing some other stuff, but did you have a "Tell Me I'm Wrong" segment? If you don't, that's cool. If you do,
no, man, I ain't come here to work.
I mean, clearly,
I just came here to make sure y'all weren't trying to fire me. Like, damn, man, like. I forgot to file FMLA, man. Like you can't just eliminate me.
Man, look, 10 minutes ago we just called you the franchise, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you called me the franchise as you tried to steal my segment.
Wow.
Man, the segment was for you, because of you, not against you. I don't want to steal your segment because you do Florida way better than I do.
Exactly. I didn't even have any Moby the channel. I just was like lost.
Somebody in our chat just wrote something in Floridian.
Stop it.
Really? Really? You gonna get us kicked off the internet?
I mean, for real. Craziness. So since Moby's a guest today, our guest
actually, I do want to, since we're in between segments, I do want to give a shout out to the Haskins family. That was really sad. I just don't understand why he was walking across the interstate, though. But I'm sorry he died. That's awful.
Yeah, I can talk about that later. I mean, I feel bad for the
family.
I mean,
you can still talk about it. I just wanted to put it out there because I was shocked. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah. That's it. I'll speak on it later. So my 5 this week.
I didn't understand the question.
Okay. So 5 words that automatically get your attention when you hear words like entanglement. So when you hear the term entanglement, you're like, what? The fuck's that? Like, what's going on? So 5 words that automatically get your attention when you hear it. So like for instance, if you're having a conversation with whomever, nobody specific, and you're probably listening to blah 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 blah, and they say a word, and you're like, whoa, what? It gets your attention. Like, I'll do mine. Like, first of all, like if I hear, like if I'm hearing situation, I'm like, whoa, what situation? What's going on? Because that tells me I need to be paying attention. To whatever you're talking about, because sometimes it's just what it is. The next one is problem. Problem is a trigger word for me because it's like, where is there a problem? Is it with me? If it is, that's your problem. But what do we need to do? We get fix it. I'm a problem solver. That's what I do. Complicated. I mean, putting on your pants is not complicated, but for some people it probably is. But if something's complicated for you, I need to know why it's complicated, and let's see what we can do to fix it. Now, the other 2 things aren't necessarily words, but like if somebody drops a word that has a whole bunch of syllables that I don't know, I'm just like, what? Because now I'm listening to the context clues, trying to figure out what the hell that word is. Other than supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, because that means nothing. So yeah, I'm not gonna listen to that. But if you hit me with some big dictionary word, I'm like, what? And I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about by what words you're saying around it, aka context clues. And the last thing is, if we're having a conversation about whatever, and then you start talking to me in a completely different language, I'm like, what? Like I have a coworker who, when she doesn't like some of the things I say, she starts speaking to Portuguese, and then I'm just like, hold on, player, like, why are you cussing me out in Portuguese? I'm not cussing you out. You're right. I can't understand you. I need you to speak English for me, please, because I don't understand Portuguese. So just things like that. Like those are just trigger words to at least get your attention back into the situation of what's going on. So that's what I meant by it.
That's easy.
All right, you got 5, Moby? Go for it.
I mean, that's easy. I'm all confrontation based though. So
That's
it's
fine.
not necessarily words. It's like just a quick trick. Like if I hear somebody say no disrespect, I'm immediately interested.
Wow.
No.
Here it is. And
she beat me to it. That was literally going to be my second one. Like I'm like, can I ask you a question? Like, yo, bruh, just you've already asked me one. Like now you got to ask me another question. Like, look, if we already have an open line of communication, you don't have to therefore ask me to ask me a question. Just ask the effing question.
Awesome. What else you got? Yep. The internet at the hospital is terrible. So we're graced with that smiley face until Moby comes back.
I'll go ahead and put my 5 down now that I understand what's going on.
Yeah. So what's up?
First one, situation.
Yep. So that's what I said.
Oh, you said that? Okay.
I did.
Layered. And that's kind of like complicated.
Yep.
Clandestine. And the phrase, we need to talk. That ain't never good.
Nah, never.
And when somebody taps me on the shoulder or pulls me to the side and said, this is between you and me.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, is it for everybody too? Because I mean, I don't understand. Yeah.
So I get to my 5 now. Those are my 5.
Yeah.
I had to come up with them quick because allegedly was a good one. Who said that? I forgot who said that.
I don't know.
Nobody
said that.
That was fun.
Omar Moby might be talking about that. Black Portia Adams, or I mean no harm. No, dang well you do.
Who is W.R. Brown?
That's Moby's significant.
Oh, okay. She got the Facebook thing going. This. Okay, I'm used
Yeah,
to.
he hates hypothetical questions. Moby hates hypothetical questions. Yes, that is very
I
true.
believe that.
What's up, Dre from VA? About time you came back, you lazy. Oh yeah, we've been on the show for 45 minutes now, so you late.
Why you give him such a hard time, man?
Because man, he be asking for it. Now, fell into my what? Whoa. We dropping a Riley Reid reference up here. What's going on? Now the show's got a little wild. Hey, Moby, you back?
Yeah, man. Sorry, man. Kenny still on good Wi-Fi for this place.
Hey, Moby, can I ask you a question?
Bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Because you know what my answer is typically when I get that question at home? No.
What's that?
No.
You just say no and walk out.
No. Well, it depends on how I feel. I either say no or I'm already defeated, and I just be like, "You're gonna ask it whether I say yes or no." So just ask the damn question. Damn, man.
Some of us have
man.
real jobs. Tommy from Martin. What is he talking about?
Oh, cause Dre ain't been back. Dre talking about I'm back, and I'm like, well, we've been on the show for 45 minutes, so you late. Then he's like, some of us got real jobs, like Tommy from Martin. Tommy ain't got no damn job.
No one ever knew what Tommy worked
because he ain't work.
He was New York undercover, man. What you talking about?
New York undercover. I like that.
He did. I mean, he did own that juke joint in Harlem Nights.
Well, that was Harlem Nights. That wasn't Martin.
He didn't own it. He was managing it, and apparently he doesn't do a very good job of it.
No, because he ended up a little. So.
But
awesome.
Yeah, man. But before I was triggered, I hate that word. I hate the word triggered. I hate that word. It's so overused. But before somebody stole my number 2, which was, can I ask you a question? Because that really was like, you have my attention, but in a negative way. When you start off a statement like that. All right. The third one is. Hold on. Sorry, somebody was screaming in the hallway, and I don't know why I found that funny.
That's what I was going to say. That's funny.
Somebody screaming for their death, and you like, ha.
I don't think it was death. I think every time they have to give a certain person a shot, they freak out. And some people don't like needles.
But you in a damn hospital.
I know, but it's look. That don't mean he want to be here.
He found humor in that.
I mean,
that don't mean he want to be here.
Wow.
But all right. So another one is, first of all, because if I hear somebody say first of all, I'll be like, oh shit.
That's Ruben's thing. That's Ruben's thing.
What are you trying to say?
No, Ruben's thing is my thought process is. My thought process is.
Well, actually, when I started doing the show with him, he was world famous for the first of all. That was his thing. Then I can bring up the tape.
I usually say that when I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to think about someone. I'm trying to come back on somebody. It's like the stalling tactic. You got the stalling phrase. Yeah, you got the stalling phrase, so you can really think of something.
Well, you think fast. You never stalled before. It was first of all, and then bullets flying.
Exactly. That's the setup. You better duck. Because it's coming.
And the other one, it's funny that you use entanglement as an example, but entanglement is so like like if somebody says entanglement, you only think of one thing now because of what because of what the ancient one said at her table talk.
Yo, I got a story about the ancient one. I got a story once you're done. I gotta tell it.
The ancient one.
But finally, the one that will always I will stop in the middle of traffic if I hear somebody yell out this nigga here, because I want to know immediately
what that person did.
Yeah, because something happened when somebody says this nigga here.
You ain't wrong. I bet that caused more accidents than naked women on the road, man.
I'm just saying the record stops anytime somebody says this nigga here, because I want to know immediately, what did this nigga here do? Like what tomfoolery was this fool a part of?
Tomfoolery?
I mean, Well, it's like a trigger word, man. That's a trigger statement right there. Because that means you about to be embarrassed beyond belief.
Because the thing is, much like tequila, it's never followed by a positive statement.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? It's never like, hey, I was drinking tequila and then something cool happened. It's never like, this nigga here is
Got
the
good
most
grades.
amazing dude I've ever met.
Yeah,
Like, no, it's always this nigga here. It's always this nigga here. Insert the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, the franchise is back, y'all.
I bet the people in the hospital like, what the hell's going on in there? You should have let them know when they come in, they can be on the podcast. Be like,
yo, it would have been really funny if he had a roommate.
Nah. it'd be some old white dude who's like, what?
Hey man, I'm just saying.
Yeah, he probably be from Florida too.
He up here visiting his kids.
I know.
he had an episode.
Would it be crazy if he said, "You ain't wrong, player"?
It wouldn't be funny. It'd be honest. It'd be honest.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. So, I mean, we'll start with Mo B today, man. What's on your mind, brother?
Getting out of this hospital. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of this hospital. I mean, my thought process is, hopefully tomorrow I might be, they might give me my freedom papers.
My freedom papers.
Man.
They got to send me on down to get these chains off my feet.
So what you counting right now, man?
Yeah,
had to work on your foot.
Your name is Tobin.
Actually, I'm more like Chicken George with the way I'm walking right now.
Wow.
Oh man.
Now I may not know my mind. You know what? I'm lying. There is something on my mind. Look, we got to do something about this hospital system, man. And let me explain to y'all what I mean by this hospital system. Like, if a man has surgery and has not been asleep in 48 hours, you probably shouldn't come in his room every 5 fucking minutes to ask him questions and still like, yo, they've taken enough blood samples from me. There's probably like 3 million clones of me right now.
He got some O A's, some OBs, C's, D's, and E's.
Oh my God.
Come on, man.
Like, dude, there's no reason to take this much blood from someone. No reason.
Wait a minute, David
King is in the chat.
He said, bro, I couldn't agree. He said, I couldn't agree. That place isn't fat friendly. What in the world?
Bro, fat friendly. Like, yo, I'm getting like these 300 calorie meals. Like, I'm like, bro, they said it's a chicken breast. I'm like, dog, I've seen chicken wings 3 times the size of this chicken breast. You know what I'm saying?
Makes you appreciate what you do at your crib.
And they come in the room. Is there anything I can do for you? Yeah, you can give me some more fucking food. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, yeah, you can let me fucking sleep. And then they're like, hey, and in the morning at 6 a.m. when they make their rounds, and they're like, hey, did you get any rest? Bitch, you've been in here 300 times. you it's to the point now when they walk in, I talk to them before they even talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, don't worry about it. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. Hey, Mo B, KB Yakko is asking what color is the Jello?
Yo, they got the dopest Jello.
I'm diabetic. I ain't seen no Jello.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a good point.
I ain't seen no Jello.
I always like the green stuff.
All I've seen is brown rice, green beans, and some form of dry protein.
I'm so sorry.
David said, I went to the AB X-ray and my back titties were touching the floor. I was like, what the F?
Hey, bro, Dave,
you gotta put that on there. Put that on the thing, man. Make that bigger.
Hey, Dave, I can't speak on the back titties thing, but I can say that a brother feet dangling off the bed, like they got me out here in a little twin size bed, my feet dangling off. Like this, it ain't 6 foot and above friendly. I'm like, yo, man, I'm not that tall. I'm in here looking like Shaq in somebody's crib right now.
Oh God. Oh God. And Dre from VA said that Jello red don't matter if it's strawberry cherry fruit punch. We all know it's red.
That's right.
Oh man.
I mean, yeah, the Joe's always identified by color, and if you
That's right.
gotta explain that, you just ain't in the know.
Ah, God, I
That's why I
haven't,
didn't say lime. I
it-
said green.
I
It's
haven't had Jello in
red,
like 50
blue,
years.
green. The only path you might call purple grape. You might call it grape because you can't really think of nothing else. You might call it grape.
Because you ain't got no other food that's purple that you gonna eat.
I mean, you could just call it that purple stuff.
Sunny
Or
D.
some of that,
Oh,
that purple stuff.
I got some of that scissor Jello today. Oh
Man.
man, stop it.
Yeah, man. We gotta do something about this hospital system, man. Like I can't deal with another night of people coming in the room asking me how I'm doing. Like, you know how I'm doing? I'm doing fucking bad. I'm in the goddamn hospital. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just wondering, have they ever walked in somebody's room and the people be like, yo, this is the best I've ever been in my motherfucking life. You know, life is good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God. Oh, I'm so weak right now. I can't.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some dude that's like, yo, I'm sure there's some dude that's like, hey, this is the most female attention I've ever received in my life. This is awesome. But I'm like, nah, this ain't the attention I want.
Hey, you can't be picky.
And they didn't even give me, you know what I'm saying? They knew that all I was gonna do is think about freedom in here. So they gave me a window view of nothing. I have a window view of a pipe. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at a pipe. Basically, every time I look out the window, it's like you got a pipe dream of outside. That's it.
Oh God, I can't.
This is the best show ever.
Oh my God.
And actually, actually, I am a great patient. They all call me low maintenance because I don't ask them for nothing. I'm just like, hey man, all I would really like for y'all to do is kind of leave me the fuck alone. Like honestly, like between the hours of like, I just want to have a 5 heartbeats. I'm just like, look, man, my office hours are from 9 to 5, and if another one of y'all walk back up in here, I might dangle your ass out the window and be like, repeat my office hours again.
I will not front. I went and saw Moby yesterday. He got a couple cute nurses up in that piece. So, but he's married, so it doesn't really
What's
matter.
does it matter, man? I mean,
Look, man,
Once
it could be worse.
again,
It could be a
all
lot
I'm
worse.
doing, I'm in here dreaming about getting sleep. You know how ridiculous that sounds? I'm awake, dreaming about sleeping.
which makes it a nightmare. Just saying.
Yo. And you know, my wife is like, I bet you can't wait to get home and get asked hypothetical questions. And I'm like, yes, I would love to be home right now getting asked hypothetical questions and watching shows I care nothing about. And
Oops. Maybe I have said the wrong thing about all the nurses are old and decrepit.
No, they're not.
Because W.R. Brown hit me with the eyes.
Yeah, she'll be okay because they're not. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, the weekend crew is. I just gotta be honest. The weekends they like the backups right now. Like the Saints, they the B squad. You know what I'm saying?
They on practice squad.
They got 10-day contracts. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They
So Moco Cowboy, what's gonna be your first meal once you're out?
Man.
Oh God.
Yo, it sounds so crazy. Like I really want some oatmeal. Like
what? Can't you get oatmeal?
Like, yeah. No, I don't want oatmeal from here. I want oatmeal. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. What is the difference? It's oatmeal.
Man, it's like it's so. Let me help. I got you.
First of all, do you make oatmeal with water or milk?
Water.
See, I don't even know you, man. No, man, I need some lactose-free milk in my oatmeal. Actually, I just want a real breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I want some bacon
Oh God.
And not the soggy bacon. I don't want to white people that thing. I want it to be crispy. I want some real eggs, not
Oh
processed
my
eggs.
God.
You don't want no powdered eggs, man?
I'm in here trying to convince myself that I'm really eating eggs, man. I'm like Googling pictures of chickens and shit as I eat them, just trying to convince myself that it's eggs, man.
Wow, man. So David was like, my nurses look like roadkill.
Yo, you get the omelets with the bacon and the grits, bro. I'm a diabetic, man. They giving me like these processed eggs and this thing that they say sausage, and like, bro.
I'm sorry, your hospital's worse than mine.
No, the hospital's cool. The people are really.
No, I'm talking
nice.
about the food. I'm talking about the food, man. I'm talking about the food.
Look, man, look.
I got real food.
The dry protein ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like the chicken, the lemonade was like, it's just, the chicken breast was like this big.
That's a nugget.
I mean, that's what it was, man. It was a chicken breast nugget.
Wow, man. Your world's blown. Blackmore Teacher Adams said, your first meal won't be chicken.
No, you goddamn right it won't be.
W.R. Brown says, whatever he cooks. Oh, I can do.
Wow. I got you. Wow, whatever he cooks. What did you do to her, man? Or is it the hot nurses?
No comment. It must have been the hot nurses.
The whatever he cooks is just like you think when I get home I'm about to get some special treatment?
Yeah, you said you foot operated on, man.
Don't nobody give a goddamn.
Oh man.
I bet when I get home, my kids gonna ask me to do something for them. You know what? Because that's what happens. They can be like, "What you cooking?" And I'm not even mad at Cadence for being like, "What you cooking?" Because she know I like to eat too. So look, I'm gonna be on the grill. I'm gonna be on the grill and some crutches, whatever. So she's probably right. It's gonna be whatever I cook.
Wow. So David says, "Man, when I'm in the hospital, I get omelets with bacon and grits." And he told you to come back to the 757, and he's diabetic too. And he always asks his doctor for a double portion. And W.R. Brown says, like, the kitchen light went out. We're waiting on you.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, let me tell you another thing, man. I got to get this off my chest because like I've been battling this for like a week now. Speaking of the diabetic thing, so I don't know how the hospital system works. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a doctor, not a medical professional. But I do know I'm a type 1 diabetic. And I think it's weird that I'm in here like basically offering up sexual favors for insulin right now. I'm just like, come on, baby, I suck your dick for some insulin, baby. Like, come on, man. Like, they got me on the slot. How does that even make sense? Like, they didn't want to give me insulin. I'm like, I'm a doctor. They're like, well, we don't want to give you insulin until your blood sugar is above a certain point. And I'm like, ain't that the point of insulin? So my blood sugar don't get above a certain point?
Oh man.
I'm literally I'm in here like, I ain't got no shame in my game. She knows I'm doing it. I'm in here flirting with nurses like, hey baby, like, you want to give me a few more units of that insulin? Like,
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying what a nigga gotta do to get some more insulin, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take you out, you know what I'm saying? I treat you right, baby. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Just at least give me 10 units of insulin. That's what I'm saying. Just give me 10.
KB Echo says, man, that place sounds like they're gonna give Mo B a plastic bag of his personal effects when you get out.
No, they not, man, because these people the people are amazing. The nurses are dope. Like, everybody's been treating me well. It's just the rules are killing me. I'm just like, come on, man. Like, what a brother gotta do to get some insulin, baby?
God. Like, Black Morticia Out said, wifey said, F your operation, and Ruben's F them kids' voice. She also said Mo B he's just trying to live. KB Yako said Mo B got that Tyrone Biggums voice.
Yo, man, he ain't lying, man. I'm in here sounding like fucking Pookie. I mean, it's like, yo, man, I'm looking at insulin like it just keep calling me, man. This keeps calling me.
Oh God. Oh
Oh
God.
man,
AG man, stop this train, man. What's
I
on your
bro,
can't.
mind?
bro. No,
I can't
seriously,
go.
seriously.
See, look at him. Look at him.
Why is it that I am begging for insulin? Like, we gotta do better, people. I'm like, come on, baby. Like, yo, seriously. I ain't
Makes
gonna
me
tell nobody.
makes me wonder if you even diabetic anymore, bro.
Yeah,
You might have
I'm
grown
just like,
out.
yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, baby. Just give me a little bit more. Like, it's
Moby,
like,
Moby, that hotline, that late night operator on the hotline on the radio that has 2 listeners. Oh no.
he ain't all wrong. I'm in here trying to do my quiet storm voice.
Quiet
Come on,
storm. Oh man, AG man,
come
what's
on,
on?
baby. You give me a little bit more.
This is more
AG,
fun
what's
than
on?
me, man. This
I
is more
know.
fun than me. I
I'm
mean,
done, man. I'm done.
he ain't done. He ain't done.
Oh God, AG, what's on your mind, man?
I don't even know if I want to say anything now. This is like, all right. What's on my mind? Black people, brown people, people of color, we can be wrong. Just because you got caught up doesn't mean there was a conspiracy. No one told you to rob that liquor store for fun. That white dude kicked your ass because you punched him for no reason. This is not a BLM matter. And for BLM, this is for you. Sometimes people of color are wrong. Stop sponsoring poor behavior. Ownership, y'all. That's what's on my mind.
Awesome. Oh God, Black Morticia Adams. Moby clawing at his neck and all gives me my insulin. Moby sounds like Dennis Green. You want to crown them, then crown their ass. This is too much. This is too much.
Literally, I'm just like, baby, just put it right there. Just put the insulin right there. I just dangle it for you. First time ever I got that liquid glucose in me, which is like interesting, because like you still be hungry as shit, but I'm saying you still be hungry, but I guess they're like, hey, you ain't gonna die. You just don't feel
You
like
ain't gonna die.
Man, I
You
guess
ain't
that's
gonna
the
die.
point.
You might
I
feel
guess
like
that's the point. I guess that's the point. You ain't gonna die, so that's good.
like right now, I got 2 hours left to be able to eat probably for the next 24 hours.
Look, last one. Moby in there just like just a tip.
Yo, seriously, I was about to go ask her. Yeah, I know you got some other diabetic patients. Like, just short them like 1 or 2 milliliters and just bring it all back here. You know what I'm saying? We'll just compile it in a clean needle and just go from there, man.
So
Like,
all
yo,
the people
I
gonna die,
know
man.
Look, man,
Oh,
that
God.
80-year-old dude down the hallway done lived a full life. He'll be all right without 2
It's so
units of insulin, man.
cold-blooded, man.
I still got some time, man.
Oh God. Oh my God. Wow,
Oh
man.
man.
This is killing me. Wow. That's all I can say right now. Just a whole bunch of wow. But I'm gonna have to shift real hard. But so on my mind, I want to send out the condolences um, to the former quarterback of the Washington Commanders. Dwayne Haskins. It, I don't know. Their words. Yeah, he just didn't. Um, I would say nobody hated the dude in Washington. We didn't really hate him. We were just like, get your shit together. That's like really the only thing because we knew he had talent, and we knew when he was on, he was good. And it was just, it sucks, man. It sucks for his family. Shout out to the Steelers family. Y'all had a good one over there, and we were hoping that y'all could get him back up and running to the fact that he'd be a good quarterback. But from what I understand, he was trying to help somebody else out. So I can't be mad at him for that. Um, you know, the cool thing I would say is nobody hated him. It was just we just wanted him to be what we thought he could be, and that's pretty much it. But, shout out to his family. Sorry for their loss. The good thing is, I would say, he was trying to help somebody instead of doing some dumb shit. So, he'll always have a positive memory in Washington, as far as him goes. I mean, the football, not so much, but it's not like he was a terrible dude. He was all right. He was our quarterback for 2 years. So shout out to him, his family, wish him well. Yeah, that's all I got. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who's listened to the 5-minute warning tonight. What? Oh, listen to the 5-minute warning. Remember, look at the scroll below. Listen to the podcast, because you never know. You might pull one of our podcasts, got a little surprise at the end. You got to reach into the cereal box and you get the prize out. That's how we do. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Of course, you see our stuff under our name. Tell somebody, friend, enemy, just tell somebody about us. We appreciate the loyal supporters. We appreciate everybody who listens, and we appreciate everybody who is on the board tonight. I mean, because you make this show much better than what it is. So we appreciate you completely. Make sure when you listen to us on a podcast that you give us those 5 stars, give us some good messages because we like hearing from the people. Same thing on Twitch and all that beautiful stuff. So once again, Mo B, we can't wait for you to get out that hospital. This is probably the most expensive show we've ever had because every second that you're on, you're getting charged money. So, we want your recovery to be very good, very swift, and hopefully next week you'll be back in your house and not and make sure you get your insulin properly. AG, once again, thank you.
Not out here running tricks for insulin.
I mean, yeah.
Yo,
Sure.
man, you got that video belt? You wearing a video belt?
What?
Hey, man, Pookie had a video belt right before he snatched his arms off. Man.
Oh, my God. Once again, we're live on Sunday nights on Twitch and on Facebook and on YouTube, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Podcast comes out on Thursday. Once again, if you missed our show, definitely catch us up on Thursday. Also, go back into the catalog. 125 episodes strong. Trust me, there's a whole lot of stuff in there. Ask Moco Cowboy. He seems to know everything about it. But once again, thank you, everyone. We will holler at you next week. Mo B, get better. AG, I know you take a couple weeks off, so we're going to hold it down for you, bruh.
Appreciate you.
Love, peace, soul. We'll hit y'all next week. 2. Nah, it's not 2 and 2. Deuces. Put it in the camera, Ruben. All right, awesome. Check you later. Peace.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5-Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5-Minute Warning, AG_5-Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of